What is going on, Senpai Squad? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're doing something I've not done for quite a while, and that is a chapter review for Boruto. I thought we'd bring the chapter reviews back because I feel like we don't have enough excuses to talk about the Boruto manga because of it being monthly, and I think we can all agree the Boruto manga is absolutely fantastic, so all the more reasons to talk about it, the better. And with the next chapter being the final chapter of the year, I think it's only right that it's a big one. So I thought I'd ask you guys in both the community tab and my Twitter, links in the description if you want to maybe tweet some of your own thoughts and opinions. But I asked you guys what you think is going to be in store for us for this next chapter. So I think for now, we'll go through what some of you guys have to say. So then Matthew Diaz says a Kawaki and Mitsuki interaction, and personally I am all for this because I feel as though Kawaki interacting with some of the other characters in the village is long overdue. Obviously we had a bit of interaction between him and Sarada, which was to be expected at some point, and then him and Ino, which I didn't see coming, but it was nice nonetheless. But I think it's about time now that he got to meet some of the other characters, i.e. Mitsuki. Now, back when he was first taken to the village and first started to live with Naruto and whatnot, I was saying how I think it'd be a great way to introduce some of the other characters into the manga, you know, the ones that we've seen in the anime, like Iwabi and Denki, for example. So I thought Boruto could maybe show him around the village and he could meet all of Boruto's classmates. Now, I'm still holding out that maybe something like this could possibly happen, but obviously it looks like the whole slice of life part of this Kawaki arc is starting to come to an end now with the invasion of Kashin Koji. So the likelihood of that happening each chapter seems to be getting lower and lower, but like Matthew said, a Kawaki and Mitsuki interaction I think would be fantastic, especially because Mitsuki's kind of getting all this love and attention right now in the anime, which is great because he really severely needed it. But if none of that is, it doesn't matter if none of that translates into the manga, and because when it matters, Mitsuki's not really been involved. And what I mean by when it matters, I mean the manga. He didn't really he didn't play any role really in the Momoshiki arc. He played a small role in the Mujina Bandits. He was just kind of Boruto's right hand man, and same thing goes in the fight versus Ao, and he played a bit of a bigger role in the fight versus Ao, I won't lie. But also in the fight versus Kashin Koji, he's always just kind of been the side character, the sidekick to Boruto. He's always been the Robin to Boruto's Batman, if that makes sense. So to kind of see Kawaki have an interaction with someone other than Boruto, or without Boruto being around, is something I'd be a fan of. Now then, this next one is by the username C Sugar, and I feel as though this is kind of like the obvious answer, but at the same time, it's also the most logical answer. I think Kashin Koji trying to kidnap Kawaki is kind of what we all expected to be happening in chapter 29, but obviously he just kind of sneaked around a little bit, which is, also to be expected. But his mission is to take back Kawaki, and to do that, he's obviously going to have to kidnap him from Naruto, and that is never, ever going to be an easy task. So part of me thinks that his goal will be to kidnap Kawaki, but, and I'm going to talk about this in the next couple of points, something is going to make it so that it's not going to be quite that easy for Kashin Koji. And these next 2 points from Drunk Gamers and Miraninya Siserkon, I hope I've said that right. I wanted to kind of talk about these two together because they're both very similar. So Drunk Gamers actually pointed out that at the end of the most recent chapter actually talked about the possibility of a fight breaking out, and he's not wrong. I didn't really think much of it when I first read that in my initial read through of the chapter, but it is still a good spot. Now, these kind of like cliffhanger text things in the end of chapters, a lot of the times they can be kind of misleading, but it is still food for thought about a potential fight with Kashin Koji. Now, this is where my next point comes in on who exactly he's going to fight, because Mira here says Kawaki, Boruto and Naruto teaming up versus Kashin Koji could be a possibility. And although I would love to see that, and it is also still a possibility, I'm not ruling it out, I don't think it'll happen purely for the fact that Kashin Koji would get absolutely annihilated. That man would be obliterated if he was to go 1 versus 3 against Naruto, Boruto and Kawaki. It just would not be fair at all. I mean, a one-on-one versus Naruto is already crossing the boundaries of it being fair enough already. So chuck Boruto and Kawaki, you know, the Kama brothers in there, and you're asking for a dead Kashin Koji. So this is my opinion on what I think could possibly go down in the next chapter. I think Kashin Koji is going to attempt a kidnap mission on a lonesome Kawaki, because obviously right now we know that Kawaki's kind of like outside in the garden of Naruto's house just with the vase and whatnot. I think while no one's around, because usually Kawaki is always got Naruto or at least someone by his side, and at the end of the chapter was probably the only time we've actually seen him truly by himself. And I think Kashin Koji may quickly take that opportunity up to go in for an attack, a kidnap attempt, whatever you want to call it, on Kawaki. But I also think right at the last second, Naruto will pop up, making Kashin Koji have to put a stop to his attack. Because like I said, usually someone is always with Kawaki, and right now no one is. And I think Naruto, you know, he's never going to be too far away, so he'll probably come up and ruin Kashin Koji's chances of having a free attack, if that's what you'd like to call it, on Kawaki. Now, we could get someone introduced during the chapter, someone like Konohamaru, Mitsuki, as mentioned earlier, maybe even someone just completely out there, like a Rock Lee, a Shino, you know, one of the senseis, like Udon. Some of the characters who seem to be forgotten in the manga, at least, because these are all still, or at least meant to be, incredibly strong people. And I feel like someone that's like an Udon, you know, a Rock Lee, Shino, someone like that is the perfect level for going against someone like Kashin Koji. Like I said, you know, Naruto may be a bit too much. Now, if he was to go against Naruto, you know, fair enough, but I think 9 times out of 10 Naruto is going to win that, unless Kashin Koji plans to die and he'll take on Naruto that way, or he's just stupidly overpowered, which would be kind of stupid, or at least you'd imagine, because unlike someone like Jigen or Momoshiki, someone who seems to resemble, well, Momoshiki was not Tsutsuki, but Jigen at the moment, there's no confirmation, but he does definitely seem to resemble someone of you know, Otsutsuki descent. Someone like that you could understand going toe-to-toe with Naruto. But Kashin Koji, no offense to the guy, doesn't quite seem to be at Naruto's level, at least not just yet. So maybe introduce someone like Rock Lee in the chapter. Now, I don't think that will happen. It's just kind of me speaking. Hopefully, you know, that something like this could happen, because Boruto manga is absolutely straight fire. I will not lie. It may have a couple of issues like pacing, but the other one is its lack of other characters. Now, this could be just maybe just my dreams, like I was saying, but something like Rock Lee, Shino, even Kiba. Do you remember Kiba? Who remembers Kiba? I genuinely have to sometimes stop and think, is Kiba actually real, or did I imagine him? I'm not too sure. Have some of the more forgotten characters join in and fight Kashin Koji. I loved how they introduced an Ino into the story, because she's one of those forgotten characters as well. And you know what? May not have been a massive role, but at least she appeared. So do that treatment to someone like, you know, Kiba, Rock Lee, something like that, and have them fight against Kashin Koji in this chapter. I think it'd be fantastic. Also, maybe a potential tag team with Boruto and Kawaki versus Kashin Koji. I actually spoke about this on Twitter quite recently, how I think Boruto and Kawaki teaming up together as the Kama brothers in a fight would be absolutely just fantastic. How they, you know, the amount of tactical teamwork possibilities with the Kama Seals, you know, one absorbing a power and then the other one from behind the enemy just releasing that power. Oh, it'd be fantastic. So kind of, you know, maybe getting a teaser of that versus Kashin Koji, because obviously, although Kawaki's great with the Kama Seal, you know, Boruto, he's not that great with it yet. So something along those lines, I'm not too sure. I do expect to fight. My main question is who that fight's going to be with. You'd imagine it's Kashin Koji, but versus who exactly? That's my main question for this next chapter. But guys, as always, leave your thoughts and opinions on what we can expect for the final chapter of 2018 in Boruto Naruto Next Generations in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. And I will see you guys in another video. But until then, peace.